Blake Cousins. We've got some exciting new features on Third Phase Moon, and we've got a gift for everybody. Our 500,000 subscribers, we're going to be announcing that in just a bit. But let's get to some incredible UFO submissions right here at Third Phase Moon from around the world. And we brought in our friend, UFOProof. He's with us, and we're going to be going over some of the submissions. UFOProof's been debunking videos, sharing his UFO video sensations, and people's testimony as well. So it's my pleasure to have UFOProof with us.
Blake, how you guys doing?
Doing good. Yeah, and UFOProof's almost up to 10,000 subscribers. Show them some love. We're going to share the link below. But let's get to this first photograph, Kyle. It's coming in from the Bay of Cadiz, Spain, and this was captured from a ship, a cruise ship, and it's a MUFON case. Some people are saying this is actual evidence of a glowing flying saucer captured in midair. What's your first thoughts, impressions on this photograph?
Well, I've seen the picture, and I've automatically, like most people, it looks really fascinating. Upon closer inspection, I can tell that is, in fact, a reflection of a light from within the cruise ship itself. And if you look closely at the photograph, not particularly the light itself, but what's next to the light is you can see a faint line distinguishing where the window pane ends. And so that's a dead giveaway that is, in fact, a reflection from a light inside. I've seen many photos like that, and I know it does seem to confuse a lot of people, but if you slow down and take the time to do the photo yourself, most people will come to the same conclusion that I did and that you have on this particular photograph and others like it.
Yeah, absolutely. People misidentify their photographs all the time. It was taken by somebody that submitted this photograph from a sister-in-law, and I'm wondering if the sister-in-law wanted to pull a fast one, or is it just a genuine misidentification here? But I really think exactly, you nailed it right there, UFOProof. This is a reflection. So let's get on to this next phenomenon going on. There's a phenomenon in the UK going on over the past week from Oxfordshire of these strange blue lights in the clouds. Have you seen these videos that have been popping up this past week?
Yes, I have. I thought these were really interesting. What were your guys' thoughts on these initially?
We're wondering whether the light is coming from within the clouds itself. Is there some kind of like ship, maybe a helicopter projecting a light within the clouds, or something else, something otherworldly? We're not exactly sure, but we did a little investigation. We kind of found out exactly what some people are saying the source of this light is. Here, take a look at this video. All right, this was captured by the CCTV of a train that appears to be beaming some kind of light in the clouds. What do you make of it, Kyle? Is this the origin of the light?
That's what they're saying. It is. It does appear to show a train. I guess that's what they're saying. It is a train beaming the light into the sky. However, either one of you guys could remind me, when's the last time you've seen a train shooting a blue beam of light into the clouds? Is there a reason for this? I mean, I'm trying to figure out. I'm not saying that that's not what's happening. I'm just saying that it seems so suspect and so unusual that I can't bring myself to actually believe that that's what's actually happening there.
I know some people are actually saying that this could be actually shooting down to the train. Did you get that effect at all? That's what it looks like to me.
However, I can understand where the train theory comes from, simply because the point of light, the apex is coming from the train, and it widens out as it goes up into the clouds. And if it was coming from the clouds, it doesn't start out wide and then end in a point. It starts out as a point and it widens as it gets longer. Physics alone should tell us that the light is coming from the train. However, then why a train is blasting this bright blue light into the sky, that's just, maybe they're trying to attract UFOs. I have no
That's
idea why they would be doing this. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. And they're not really telling the people over there in Oxfordshire and across the UK of this weird experiment. There's really no explanation of what's going on.
Do we know who this train is? Like, is this a passenger train or a military train or what?
We're going to have to find out. We're going to do some more investigation. If anybody out there's got info on this, we want to see it, submit it to us right here at Third Phase of the Moon, and we'll keep everybody updated. Speaking of beams, they've been captured throughout the world, and there's this new video out of Phoenix. We're going to share some still frames from this video and some other anomalies that have been captured in the same relation to this strange beam phenomenon. And what do you think of this, Kyle? What do you make of this video? Simple, just sunbeam?
As soon as I see it, that's the first thing that comes into my mind. It's obviously just a well-defined sunbeam. But what it does remind me of is from ancient astronaut theorist Jacob's ladder, where Jacob in the Bible witnessed angels ascending and descending a beam of light to a cloud in heaven, which a lot of people interpret as extraterrestrials when they fire beams of light and abduct humans or send aliens down the beam of light, stuff like that, and they try to make a connection between the two. That's where my mind goes when I see these beams of light. But I mean, when it's just coming from the sky like that, nothing on either side of it, I have to go with straight a well-defined sunbeam. Very fascinating, very pretty picture though.
It is. It's very defined, and some people might agree and disagree with what UFOProof is saying. We're just wanting to get people's opinions of what we're sharing here at Third Phase Moon. That's the whole point. We're getting the evidence, and we're submitting it to the world and getting your reactions. Now, this is coming in from Google Earth. There are some coordinates that were just shared to me recently of something discovered in Antarctica, and people are kind of questioning what this is. And I think this is being seen for the first time on YouTube, and I want to get your first impression of this anomaly captured just right above this mountain region of something just kind of sitting there. And in my opinion, it kind of looks like it's a sitting duck. I don't know. It just is kind of out of place. What do you think it is?
See, for Blake, my first impression is the exact opposite. It is a squashed duck. Okay, this is a crater that is in the ground. It is going inside of the ground. I know that to some people it appears to be a raised up landmass. That is an optical illusion. I would bet money on it. But,
okay, well,
I mean,
now that I
could be wrong.
Well, let me. Now that I got you on that bet, I did a little bit more investigation through Google Maps, and I actually backtracked the year of the image and the area. And if you go back to 2017, it reveals the ocean. That it's really weird because they say there's climate warming going on, but in this evidence right here, if you go back to 2007, it shows that it's a water. And it's basically the ocean's there. And then about 10 years later, then it freezes over. So it could not be a crater, in my opinion. It would have to be part of a glacier.
No, that's what I'm saying is that the glacier itself, the ice mass has sunken in, and it absolutely could still be a crater. The ice is just sunken down. So for whatever, it has some kind of a weak spot for whatever reason, and that's just something that happens, and they just get their own depressions until they break apart, and that when the whole the floating ice sheet breaks apart, that's how they break apart, is by these sunken depressions first, and then they slowly break apart. The first the depressions come, and then they break apart. That's how the ice sheets. That's how they, break up.
We're going to be supplying the links below so everybody could do their own investigation, because there is seeming to me in this Google imagery that there is some kind of shadows being cast above the ground, not being within the crater. So maybe Kyle's right, maybe I'm right. Well, who knows? But it does definitely look unusual, whatever it is. Kyle, again, we're going to be bringing you back. I really want to thank you for joining us today. And you keep up the good work over there at UFOProof, and happy travels to California. Everybody, show them some love. Again, UFOProof, the link is below. Check them out. All right, now, everybody, I was talking about this new thing going on YouTube. Well, let's just get to our 500,000 subscribers. I want to share with them the Paul Barrett soundtrack, the original Third Phase of Moon track, and he did a redux on it, and he wanted to share it with you to the world. So we're going to be supplying the MP3 original link for all our 500,000 subscribers. You could download it, enjoy the link. It's absolutely free to the world. And yeah, if you want to dance to it, by all means dance, and send us a video of you dancing to the Paul Barrett soundtrack. We might put it all together in a collage, and a lot of fun. Now, you may notice this new feature on YouTube, and it's called Sponsor. There's a button next to the subscribe button. It's called Sponsor Third Phase Moon. So if you want to sponsor Third Phase Moon, we're going to be doing some pretty fun things. And it's not always in relation to UFOs, but we've been working on some new UFO documentaries that we're about to release to the world in the near future. But we're allowing people to check it out right now. If you sponsor us on this new YouTube sponsor button, it's only $4.99 a month, but we're going to be giving you all kinds of background access to Third Phase Moon, some Q&A, some hangouts on Google, YouTube, live events, and it'll be a lot of fun. But don't worry, everybody, we're still going to be showing everybody all the UFO submissions that come into Third Phase of Moon. Nothing's changing. We just got a few fun things that we want to share to our special Third Phase of Moon sponsors. And when you get that sponsor, you're going to get a special sponsor badge next to your name. So when you make a comment on Third Phase of Moon, everybody will know that you're a sponsor. So that's kind of cool. You're going to get your badge. You're going to have access to some original documentaries that we're working on, never before seen, and some movies that we've made in the past, and who knows what else. So everybody, it's been my pleasure. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy that soundtrack from Paul Barrett, and consider being a sponsor. Like cousins, keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. We're not alone. We'll see you again next time.
With his third album, Third Phase of Moon, The Strangest Things. 12 brand new tracks, heard by millions, on your favorite channel, Third Phase of Moon. Available on iTunes, Amazon, and music streaming services. Paul Barrett's Third Phase of Moon, The Strangest Things. Available right now. Links are below. Keep your eyes on the skies. we're not alone.